Luke, a powerful werewolf and a bully, has destroying our cat mutants village, and his werewolves has always wanted to take over our village. Their strength overpowered us. One day, he wanted more. He approached me with his pack. He was in their human form. I and my followers was licking ourselves in our cat forms before we had the time to transform into our human form.
I can smell your fear. So how long are you gonna keep your village? Just surrender it to us, and we'll let all of you live, kitty.
He said, "We surrender to no one. We'll fight to the end," I said while looking straight to his eyes.
Really? We want not just your village, but we are also interested in play toys. Yes, come be our slave. We will be back again. Think hard about it, little kittens. Ha 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 ha.
Luke said and let out an evil laugh and left. Desperate to save our home, Kate, the leader of the cat mutants, decided to seek help from an unlikely ally. Selena, the arrogant, introverted, and seductive vampire queen. She's known for her knowledge, power, spells, and charm. Many of her enemies fears her and want nothing to do with her. With determination in my heart, I ventured into the dark depths of the vampire kingdom. The atmosphere was heavy with anticipation as I made my way to the grand castle where Selena resided. The towering gates creaked open, revealing a luxurious courtyard bathed in moonlight. As I approached the castle entrance, I felt my fear. I was in my human form, and some figure emerged from the shadows. It was my followers, the 6 loyal members of our village, who had insisted on accompanying me. Together, we walked through the ornate halls until we reached the throne room, where Selena sat on her majestic throne. Selena glanced at us with a mix of curiosity and amusement.
"What brings the leader of the cat mutants to my domain?"
She purred, her voice filled with arrogance. I took a deep breath, trying to steady my nerves. "Selena, our village is under attack by Luke and his werewolf army. We need your help to defeat them and save our home." The vampire queen chuckled, her eyes gleaming with mischief.
"Why should I help a bunch of lowly mutants? Why are you here with your followers? Are you afraid of me? I'm not comfortable talking in groups. And tell your kittens to leave, or I shall show no interest in your visit. Don't worry, my minions will not attack unless I tell them to."
However, we're outnumbered. Selena's minions, the male vampires, are all well muscular built, while the female vampires looked very attractive and seductive in their slim body, but dangerous. Selena warned us calmly. So, with no other choice, I asked my followers to wait outside. When I was left alone with Selena and her minions, I was shaking in fear that Selena might kill me anytime and feed on my blood. But I stepped forward, my voice steady but filled with conviction. "Because if you don't, Luke and his army will continue to wreak havoc, and soon they will be at your doorstep." Selena's eyes narrowed, and for a moment, I thought she would dismiss me. She rises from her throne and moves closer and closer to me, until my back touches the wall. She told her minions to leave us alone. I can feel the strong aura and her fragrance of charm. I use my cat nature and instinct to fight it off. Now, all alone with Selena, her dangerous seductive vampire queen, I slowly understand why most of her enemies are so afraid of her. Her face slowly getting closer to mine, while I can smell her fragrance getting stronger, and looking right into her shining red eyes, with her long flowing red hair. Our eyes met. I felt magnetically drawn to her red eyes. Our bodies met. I can't move a single muscle. Her lips were getting so close to my neck. She was enjoying the smell of my blood. When her hand touched my neck, I moaned in fear. I tried all my might, using almost all my cat instinct to fight it off. After Selena realized how strong my instinct was, she finally stepped back and she said,
"Tell me, Kate, why are you even asking me, the most feared vampire queen in this castle, to help all of you kittens? will become a laughing stocks.
Hearing this, I said, "Stop calling us kittens. We are cats, the most bravest cat mutants in this village. Others might fear you, but not me." Selena leans even closer again and shows her sharp fangs. Her sharp fingernail slowly gently touching my face without scratching me, and says,
You know, usually I will feed on men, really bad men, but I might be interested in some cat's blood. So, tell me, if you're worthy, prove it to me. Your blood to save your village, or be my loyal companion.
"What?" I said, my eyes widening in surprise. "I can't become your companion, and the cat mutant's leader. So you can have my blood." But then, a wicked smile crept across her face.
Very well, I shall lend you my aid, but only if you promise to owe me a favor in return. Your blood, remember.
Relief washed over me as I nodded. "We accept your terms, Selena. We are in your debt." Selena looked me in the eyes, and her lips slowly touching and sniffing my face and my neck so she could smell my blood more.
Good, now, let us plan our strategy to defeat Luke and his pack.
Selena said, but her eyes were still locked with mine. Over the next few days, Selena trained our cat mutants in the art of vampire combat. We were also trained to use weapons like knives and swords. She encouraged us to fight in our human form, so we could carry our weapons easily. Her seductive charm and fierce determination inspired us to fight with newfound strength. With Selena's guidance, we developed a plan to ambush Luke's army and drive them out of our village. The night of the battle has come. I and my followers in our human forms, armed with weapons like knives, swords, standing alongside Selena and her powerful vampires. We felt the sense of hope. Luke and his army of werewolves were in their beast form already waiting for us. Luke was a little worried when he saw Selena. Luke stepped forward and said,
You wanted to ambush us. It's not easy, kitty. I see. You have backup. And why are you here, Selena? Shall I laugh? A vampire queen and her minions fighting alongside these kittens. What kind of joke? This is not your war, so leave before I tear you down into pieces. Queen!
Oh, there's no surprise that a useless werewolf leader is so afraid of vampires. Nobody threatened the vampire queen. You're gonna face your worst fears, Luke.
Selena said. Luke and his werewolves charged at us, but we fought back with every ounce of our strength. The clash of steel and howls of pain filled the air. As the battle raged on, Selena unleashed her vampiric powers, striking fear into the hearts of our enemies. Together, we pushed back Luke's army until they were overwhelmed and forced them wanting to retreat. Luke has no match for Selena. Selena defeated Luke easily, with her wind spells, sending Luke flying here and there, falling hard on the ground several times, until he was badly wounded. His army was starting to back off, witnessing how powerful Selena can be. Luke and his werewolves finally surrender and retreat. Victory was ours, and our village was saved. Selena had proven herself to be more than just an arrogant vampire queen. She had redeemed herself by helping those in need, and in return, we had formed an unlikely alliance. Suddenly, within seconds like a speeding bullet, Selena was right in front of me. Her red shiny eyes gazed at mine. I quickly looked away to avoid her charm, but I felt the wind get closer to me. Selena showing her fangs, getting really close to my neck and my left ear, she said.
Remember, you still owe me a favor. I will come for you, even if you don't come for me. How cute. You know, your cat's nature will not protect you from my charm forever. I'm starting to like you. The more you resist, the more I want you.
Then she hugs me and kisses my forehead gently. I wanted to push her away, but I just kept still, because after all, she did help us. And with that, Selena and her vampires disappeared into the night, leaving behind the village. But I will always remember that one day Selena might come for my blood, I somehow does not afraid of her anymore. If she really comes, I'll just tell myself, let her come, I shall not fear.